Day 7. Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart, 1825 to 1903. Foundress of the Guard of Honor of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Chapter 3. Foundation of the Guard of Honor, Day 7. Whenever Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart spoke about the beginnings of the work, she specially attributed its origin to the zeal displayed by the superiors in fostering devotion to the Sacred Heart. For many years, there had been a confraternity in honor of the Sacred Heart at the Church of Our Lady. Around the year 1825, it was transferred to the Chapel of the Visitation, and shortly thereafter affiliated with the Roman Archconfraternity. Thanks to the dedication of its spiritual directors, the association had gathered numerous fervent adorers in Bourges and even in the neighboring parishes. Most of the devotional practices honoring the Sacred Heart that later became so widely known had their beginnings in the Chapel of the Visitation in Bourges, at a time when they were still considered genuine innovations. Such was the situation when, on the Feast of the Ascension in 1862, Sister Mary Julia Colette, who had been away from the office of Superior for 6 years, was selected Superior for the 3rd time. The following day, June 7th, the first Friday of the month, the new elected Superior solemnly consecrated her small community to the Sacred Heart, praying that he would look upon it as an oasis in the midst of the desert, come to dwell among them, and find his delight in remaining with his loving servants. The Divine Master graciously answered her prayer, as we shall soon see. Toward the end of December of that same year, a letter arrived at the mother house from the monastery of Annecy, addressed to the Visitation of Bourges. It contained a passage that deeply stirred the hearts of the sisters. Our Lord, the letter stated, has expressed his sorrow to a soul greatly favored by him, that, although he has revealed to us the wonders of his heart, we have not shown sufficient zeal in spreading devotion to him. Nothing more was needed to kindle the fervor of the community. During recreation, the letter from the beloved monastery of Annecy became the topic of every conversation, and almost instinctively, the sisters turned their attention to Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart. "You are the one," they told her, "who is called to discover a new way of bringing glory to the heart of Jesus." The humble sisters attached no importance to these affectionate words of encouragement. It is worth recalling, however, that during her novitiate she had often heard her mother say to her, "God wishes to make use of you by entrusting you with the mission of making the Sacred Heart known and loved." She had paid little attention to those words and had almost forgotten them. Yet the hour was drawing near when their true meaning would become unmistakably clear. The year 1863 began in an atmosphere of deep fervor, inspired by the community's consecration to the adorable heart of Jesus. Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart was convinced that the heart of Jesus would be proclaimed king within the monastery during that very year, although she did not know by what means this would come about. On the evening of January 5th, a mysterious package arrived at the monastery. The following day, the Superior was astonished to discover inside a magnificent statue of the Sacred Heart, a precious gift from the monastery of Annecy to the Visitation of Bourges. Deeply moved, she exclaimed with overflowing joy, "Long live the King!" It was decided that the precious gift would remain hidden until January 11th, the day chosen for the solemn proclamation of the kingship of the Divine Heart. Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart was entrusted with preparing the celebration as beautifully as possible. On the appointed day, the statue of the Divine King was placed at the end of the chapter room upon an artistically prepared throne. During the evening recreation, the throne suddenly shone with numerous lights, while Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart sang, with all the strength of her voice and the fervor of her heart, beautiful hymns in honor of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Then the entire community, standing in 2 rows on either side of the room, listened as a proclamation from the Divine King to his blessed subjects was solemnly read aloud. Afterward, each sister approached the foot of the statue to place a small written offering, expressing the way in which she desired the heart of Jesus to reign within her own life. Those 63 written offerings, composed spontaneously throughout that day, have been preserved as a precious treasure. According to those who have studied them, they contain some of the richest and most substantial writings of Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart. Everything that has just been related was nothing more than a prelude. Better still, a dawn announcing the hour when the heart of Jesus would reveal the designs of his infinite mercy and love. A few weeks after this celebration, Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart suddenly received an intellectual vision of the Guard of Honor dial. She immediately felt obliged to reproduce it, as well as to place the appropriate inscriptions at the top and bottom of the dial. After writing the words glory, love, and reparation, she paused, reflecting on what should appear at the bottom. After several moments, feeling inwardly inspired, the humble sister wrote, Guard of Honor of the Sacred Heart. This title was destined to draw countless souls to our Lord. Only one element remained to be completed: the image of the Sacred Heart in the center of the dial. She also reproduced the emblem of the Order of the Visitation, thus establishing a beautiful link between the origins of the work and those of the Holy Institute. All of this took place on March 12, 1863. The following day, the third Friday of Lent, and the feast of the 5 Holy Wounds of our Lord Jesus Christ, Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart, without realizing the providential significance of that coincidence, presented the first Guard of Honor dial to Mother Mary Julia at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The Superior received her, together with her 2 companions, with her customary kindness and maternal affection. She reverently kissed the holy image and joyfully approved the inscription of the names of the entire community around the dial, each sister indicating the particular hour she had chosen to offer in the work. That very evening, the work was completed. Friday, March 13th, 1863, will forever remain a memorable date for all the faithful souls who belong to the Guard of Honor. Such were the humble beginnings of this work. That tiny mustard seed, sown in the fertile soil of the Visitation Monastery of Bourges, was destined to become a mighty tree, extending its strong branches throughout the entire world. God be blessed.